What is the capital of the United States of America?
What you're looking at right now is an ESP32-S3 running DeepSeek AI with advanced ElevenLabs AI on a beautiful MakerFab MaTouch ESP32-S3 parallel TFT 3.16-inch ST7701S display. This tiny board can listen to your voice, understand speech, connect to AI models online, generate intelligent responses, and even perform real-time translation. Today, we are going to test three different DeepSeek V4 projects, but before I tell you about the projects, first let me show you the hardware because for beginners and even professionals, the right hardware can save a lot of time and make AI projects much easier and faster to build. Because this board already comes packed with useful hardware like an IMU sensor, gyroscope, microphone, speaker support, micro SD card slot, RTC chip, temperature sensor, and a beautiful 3.16-inch display, all powered by the ESP32S3 with a built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.0. It even has a built-in lithium battery holder with onboard charging circuitry, so you can already build portable AI devices without worrying about battery charging and protection. And if you are into UI design, it fully supports SquareLine Studio and LVGL, which means you can create really futuristic and professional interfaces for your projects. Another thing I really like about this board is that it's completely open source, so you can study the schematic, learn from it, and even design your own custom development board in the future. I have already used this board in many different projects before, and honestly, it's becoming one of my favorite ESP32 AI development boards. I will add links to all the previous projects in the description below. We will start with a futuristic AI chat interface, then move into voice interaction using ElevenLabs Speech Recognition, and finally transform this device into a real-time AI translator.
Translate this into Chinese. How much does this cost?
And trust me, the final demo feels absolutely unreal on an ESP32. Now, recently I've been experimenting a lot with DeepSeek V4, and honestly, it's becoming one of my favorite AI models for embedded AI projects. The responses are fast, the reasoning is impressive, and it works surprisingly well for real world AI assistant systems. In fact, in one of my previous projects, I built a complete AI assistant for visually impaired people using DeepSeek V4, Google Text to Speech, and the RDK X5.
Warning, bicycle directly ahead. Stop and proceed with caution.
That system could understand surroundings, communicate naturally, provide contextual assistance, and behave like an intelligent companion.
Warning, person and motorcycle ahead. People on both sides nearby.
But today, we are taking some of those AI concepts and bringing them onto an ESP32 platform. Now, for voice recognition, we are using ElevenLabs, and this is where things become really powerful because ElevenLabs can convert human speech into text with extremely impressive accuracy. This is a simple test to check speech recognition accuracy. So instead of typing commands, we can simply speak to the ESP32 system naturally. And the best part is you can use ElevenLabs for free. Of course, they also have paid plans with higher limits and more advanced features. But for testing and learning projects like this, the free version works really well. And if you watched my previous video on speech to text using ESP32, you already know I have covered how to generate the ElevenLabs API key, how to connect it with ESP32, and how to use it directly inside your code. So in this video, we are building on top of that knowledge and pushing things even further. But unlike ElevenLabs, this project also requires a DeepSeek V4 API key. because the speech recognition is handled by ElevenLabs while the actual AI intelligence and responses come from DeepSeek V4. So basically, ElevenLabs helps the ESP32 understand your voice and DeepSeek V4 generates the intelligent response. Now let me explain step by step how to do it. First, go to the DeepSeek official website and click on Access API. Now, if you already have an account, just hit login. But if you are new, click on sign up and create your account. Once you enter your details, paste the verification code and press the sign up button to continue. Now, when you log in for the first time, you will notice your balance is 0. So what you need to do is go to the billing section and top up your account. I'm not going too deep into this part because it's pretty simple. Once your balance is added, head over to the API section. As you can see on my screen, I have already created an API key. To generate yours, click on Create New API Key. And that's it. Your API key will be created instantly. Now just copy it and paste it into your code. Never share your API key publicly. Now let's move to the programming and see how everything works. First, let me quickly show you my software setup. Right now I'm using Arduino IDE version 2.3.6 and for the ESP32 I'm using board package version 2.0.11. First we include all the required libraries. Now, since I already explained these libraries in my previous videos, I will directly focus on the DeepSeek V4 part and the important logic behind this project. Here we connect the ESP32 to Wi-Fi and store the DeepSeek API key. This API key is what allows the ESP32-S3 to communicate with DeepSeek V4 servers. So basically, ESP32-S3 sends the prompt online, DeepSeek processes it, and then returns the AI response back to the display. This section is just for the futuristic UI theme, different colors for background, user message, and AI response. And honestly, this makes the interface look much more premium. This function automatically wraps long AI responses inside the message bubble. Otherwise, the text would go outside the screen and look messy. This function creates the full AI chat interface. It draws the header, user message, AI response, and status text. So instead of plain text, it feels like a real AI messenger. This is the main DeepSeek API connection. The ESP32-S3 sends the user message to DeepSeek V4 and waits for the AI response. This is where we define the AI behavior. For example, friendly responses, concise replies, specific personality, response limits. This system prompt completely changes how the AI behaves. This line sends the request to DeepSeek servers and after that the AI response comes back in JSON format. This extracts only the final AI response text which is then displayed on the screen. So that's all about the programming. To upload the program, here is what you need to do. First, go to the Tools menu, Board, ESP32 and select ESP32-S3 Dev Module. Go back to the Tools menu, Port and choose the correct communication port. Again to the Tools menu and enable the USB CDC on boot. Again to the Tools menu, Flash size and select 16 MB. Again go to the Tools menu, Partition Scheme and select 16 MB Flash. One last time, go to Tools menu, PSRAM and select OPI PSRAM. Once these settings are done, you can simply click the Upload button. As you can see, the program has been successfully uploaded. Now let's test it. This is how it looks when you first power it on. It's just a simple chatting system with DeepSeek AI. For this first example, I intentionally kept everything very simple so you can focus more on the AI integration and DeepSeek V4 instead of extra features. Anyway, let's open the serial monitor. And now I will show you everything in real time. Let's start short and simple and then we will ask long questions as we go. Hello, Fahad AI. Okay, that was actually fast. And remember, this response is coming from DeepSeek V4 through an ESP32-S3 system in real time. Tell me an interesting fact. Honestly, seeing modern AI work this smoothly on an ESP32 feels absolutely crazy. What is artificial intelligence? Honestly, the response speed is really impressive and the whole experience feels surprisingly smooth. The UI makes this look like a real futuristic AI device instead of a typical ESP32 project. Give me a futuristic quote. Even longer prompts are handled very well, and that's the crazy part about connecting modern AI models like DeepSeek V4 with embedded hardware. Explain quantum computing in one sentence. You can already imagine using something like this in robotics, smart assistants, educational devices, or wearable AI systems. But this is only the beginning because in the next project, things get much more interesting. Right now, we are typing through the serial monitor, but next, we will start talking directly to the AI. Now, let's move to the second project, and this is where things start becoming much more interesting. In my previous speech to text video, I already explained how ElevenLabs works, how to generate the API key, how the microphone audio is recorded, and how ElevenLabs converts speech into text with surprisingly good accuracy. I also showed how to display that generated text directly on the TFT display, so I am not going to repeat all of that again here. The only missing piece was this: what if we take the text generated by ElevenLabs and directly send it to DeepSeek V4? And that's exactly what this project does. So the flow is actually very simple but extremely powerful. First, you speak to the ESP32. The microphone records your voice. Then ElevenLabs converts that voice into text. After that, the generated text is sent directly to DeepSeek V4. DeepSeek processes the prompt, generates an intelligent response, and finally the response is displayed big on the screen. So now this is no longer just speech to text. This is basically a real AI voice interaction system running through the ESP32-S3. Now, the interesting part starts here. This section is where the ElevenLabs generated text is sent directly to DeepSeek V4. And honestly, this single line changes everything because now the speech generated text becomes an actual AI prompt. Inside the Ask DeepSeek function, we connect directly with the DeepSeek API. Then we define the AI behavior using the system message. This part is extremely important because this is where you control the personality, tone, and response style of the AI. Then the text generated by ElevenLabs is attached as the user prompt. And finally, DeepSeek returns the AI response. After that, both the speech to text result and the AI response are displayed dynamically on the screen. Now, let's test it in real time and see how fast the ESP32 can record voice, send it to ElevenLabs, process it through DeepSeek V4, and display the final AI response on the screen.
Hey buddy, what's up?
Okay, that actually sounds really natural. And remember, I'm not typing anything here. Everything is happening through voice, speech recognition, DeepSeek V4, and the ESP32.
Distance between Earth and Moon.
And even factual questions are being answered almost instantly. The crazy part is that all the ESP32 is doing is handling the communication pipeline while DeepSeek V4 handles the intelligence behind the scenes.
Today it's really hot.
Even casual real-world conversations works surprisingly well. That's what makes this feel more like a real AI companion instead of just another electronics project. Honestly, this already feels like a complete AI voice assistant system. The ESP32 records the voice, ElevenLabs converts speech into text, DeepSeek V4 processes the prompt, and then the final response is displayed big on the screen in real time. And the craziest part is we are still only scratching the surface of what's possible with this setup. Let's take this one step further. Instead of just asking questions, what if this ESP32 could become a real-time universal translator? And this is where the combination of ElevenLabs and DeepSeek V4 becomes insanely powerful, because ElevenLabs is really good at understanding different accents in multiple languages, while DeepSeek V4 is smart enough to understand the actual meaning behind the sentence and instantly translates it into another language. So the full flow now becomes you speak naturally into the microphone. ElevenLabs converts your speech into text. That text is sent directly to DeepSeek V4, and then DeepSeek V4 translates it into the language you requested in real time. And the craziest part, it can handle many different languages without changing the hardware at all. Just change your sentence and the AI handles the rest. Now, the good thing is most of the code remains exactly the same from the previous project. The microphone recording, speech to text, SD card, and display handling are already covered. The main difference is inside this part. Instead of showing thinking, now the system switches into translation mode. And then comes the real magic. This system prompt completely changes the behavior of DeepSeek V4. Instead of acting like a chatbot, now it behaves like a dedicated AI translator. It automatically detects the target language, extracts the sentence, translates it, and even converts everything into Romanized text so you can read languages like Japanese, Chinese, Arabic, or Russian using normal English letters. And another small improvement I added is this. This boosts the microphone audio before sending it to ElevenLabs, which improves speech detection and makes the translation much more reliable in noisy environments. And finally, instead of showing both the user text and AI response like before, now we only display the translated output. Because in this project, the translated sentence is the main focus. I have already uploaded this program, and now let's watch this in action.
Translate this into Urdu. Where is the train station?
That's actually impressive. The response is not only fast, it's also Romanized. So even if you don't understand Urdu, you can still read and speak it correctly.
Translate this into Chinese. How much does this cost?
This is where DeepSeek V4 and ElevenLabs really shine together.
Translate this into French. I need help.
Different language, different pronunciation, but the ESP32 still handles everything smoothly in real time. And imagine the possibilities here: travel assistance, learning languages, smart AI gadgets, or even wearable AI translators. So that's all for now. Support me on Patreon for more videos. I hope you liked today's episode. Like and share this video with your friends. See you in next episode, and thanks for watching.